I've been using the Pixel 9 Pro XL for the past 7 months, and I gotta say, Android is really starting to grow on me again. Let's start by talking about the design and the display. The Pixel 9 Pro XL has a 6.8-inch LTPO OLED display with a resolution of 1344 by 2992 pixels. It has a 20:9 aspect ratio with a pixel density of 486 ppi, delivering vibrant colors and deep contrast. The ppi on the Pixel 9 Pro XL is even slightly higher than on the flagship iPhone right now. One of its standout features is its peak brightness of 3000 nits, surpassing competitors like Samsung and iPhone. I was just comparing the screen brightnesses earlier. This phone had a privacy screen protector and the iPhone had a mirror screen protector. And I turned up the brightness all the way and the Pixel screen looked brighter. And then I took the screen protectors off to see if it was true. And yes, the Pixel is definitely brighter. Protected by Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on both the front and the back, this phone is as durable as it is beautiful. The aluminum frame adds a touch of elegance while the matte glass back resists fingerprints, keeping the device looking pristine. Anyways, from a phone holding experience, I would say the Pixel 9 Pro XL is on par with the iPhone 16 Pro Max, just on how it feels. It feels super premium. And with this visor design right here, the phone stays flat, which I really don't care about because I'm not using my phone like this, but the thing stays flat. As for the cameras, the rear setup includes a 50 megapixel wide lens, a 48 megapixel ultra wide lens, and a 48 megapixel periscope telephoto lens with 5x zoom. Optical zoom. This trio captures stunning detail and clarity, whether you're shooting photos or videos, while the front 42 megapixel front-facing camera ensures you take some good-looking selfies as well. So yes, as I'm talking about the cameras, so with a Pixel phone right here, I actually think this takes better videos and maybe even photos than this guy. The low light performance on this phone is excellent. It's, I would say, even slightly better than the iPhone. So, you know, that's precisely the reason why I switched over to this guy to be recording it. And it's so crazy, maybe, but it's good to see an Android phone taking photos on the same level as an iPhone and even better. So great photo and video capability from the Pixel 9 Pro XL. Now let's talk about the performance. Powered by Google's Tensor G4 chip with 16 gigabytes of RAM, the Pixel 9 Pro XL brings AI to the forefront. This phone has 16 gigabytes of RAM. That is a lot of RAM. Features like real-time translation, object recognition, and advanced photo editing are seamlessly integrated, making everyday tasks smarter and more intuitive. AI on this phone is much more advanced than on my iPhone, but Gemini still has work to do. I would say once it's able to complete Google Voice Assistant commands, then this would be more of a complete AI phone assistant. But hey, I gotta say, AI is taking over and it's nice that it is helpful. If you're into mobile gaming, this phone is not for you. But if you want to play some casual games or even slightly graphically intense games like Call of Duty Warzone, this phone can handle it, just not at max graphical fidelity. But hey, I really don't care because I don't game on this phone at all. But if I do want to game, this phone is capable enough for me to enjoy mobile gaming with. The Pixel 9 Pro XL offers a strong battery life, consistently lasting a full day of moderate to heavy use. It can often comfortably make it through the day with significant percentage of battery life, even with extensive screen on time. Now that's thanks to its massive 5060 milliamp battery. This supports 37 watts wired charging and 23 watt wireless charging. The 37 watt wired charging gets you 70% in just 30 minutes, while the 23 watt wireless charging keeps you powered up without the hassle of cables. Also, the reverse wireless charging feature does come in clutch here. I can charge my earphones on the go without having to carry around a bunch of other cables and accessories. I even turned on the screen protector mode on this phone, and I had the privacy screen protector on this, and the ultrasonic screen protector was doing a fine job until I switched over to this transparent screen protector. it has stopped working. I might have to just redo my fingerprints with this screen protector on for it to work, but I do want to say the phone works great even with the screen protector on. Another feature I like about this phone is double tap on the back to turn on flash, like so. It's definitely one of my favorites and most used feature on this phone right here. It just works. Here's one feature that I almost forgot to talk about, and it is the built-in thermometer. Yes, this phone has a built-in thermometer and it is surprisingly accurate. I've even used this for my fish to check the temperature of the aquarium, and as you can see here, it's, you know, pretty close enough to get an idea that the water is warm indeed. So this is also one of the features that I really like. Only thing with the AI stuff is I wish it was more so baked inside of the hardware so it doesn't have to back up to the cloud, you know, and take time, use the cloud, and to boost the video up to 8K, which is nice, but it would be nice if it was, you know, a bit more baked inside of the phone. While we're at it, let's do a quick comparison of Siri and Gemini. So I'm thinking about what to ask. I think I got a question that I can ask it and then ask a follow-up question and see if these assistants keep up with the conversation. Asking Siri, how big is Alaska?
Alaska has an area of 663,268 square miles.
Cool. Now let's ask Pixel. How big is Alaska?
Alaska is the largest state in the United States, covering a total area of approximately 665,384 square miles, 1,723,337 square kilometers. To put that into perspective, Alaska is more than twice the size of Texas, the second largest state. It is larger than the...
Well, it gives a much more in-depth answer. Now let's see if they can keep up with this conversation. What is the population there?
Here's an answer from Wikipedia and howstuffworks.com.
Well, that was nothing. How many people live there?
As of July 1st, 2024, the estimated population of Alaska is approximately 740,133 people. While Alaska is the largest...
All right, yeah. While, you know, Gemini wrote like a whole essay for me, the Siri just pulled up the definition of population. You know, you see the difference? But once Siri starts implementing this AI feature, you know, Siri's also going to shine, but Gemini is taking the cake here. I don't even know what else to ask it. You know, Siri can start timers for me. Gemini can't. That's one thing I gotta give props to Siri, so let me just showcase it to you. Set a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Counting down.
Boom. Set a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Counting
Okay,
down.
I've set a timer for 20 minutes. I'll let you know when it's up. By the way, there are some extensions that require Gemini app activity to work. You can turn this on at Gemini app activity.
Start the stopwatch.
Alright, the stopwatch is running. Let me know when you want.
Is it running? No. What stopwatch was it talking about? The stopwatch is not running. What are you talking about?
Ah, my apologies. It seems I got ahead of myself. There's no stopwatch running here. I'm just an AI after all.
What? What are you saying? So you cannot start a stopwatch or a timer?
That's right. As a language model,
Then why were you confirming to me that you have started a timer and a stopwatch when you cannot?
you are absolutely right to call me out on that. If I gave you the impression that I had started a timer or stopwatch, that was a mistake on my part, and I sincerely apologize for the confusion. As I mentioned before, I don't have the capability to directly control such functions.
Okay, I thought maybe Gemini had gotten an update and it was capable of doing that now, but it can't do it still. So yeah, Siri gets the point there. Anyways, you know, phone stuff, making calls, talking on the phone, you know, asking some generic questions, Siri is good. But if you'd like to know some deep questions, just ask it anything basically, Gemini is the one. So Gemini is good in terms of questions and things like that. Siri is good for commands and some questions. What is the most popular or the best feature of the Pixel 9 Pro XL?
The Google Pixel 9 Pro XL boasts several impressive features, and what might be considered the best or most popular can be subjective and depend on individual priorities.
So, with all that being said, the Pixel 9 Pro XL is the best Pixel yet. And I can't wait to see what Google will do.